Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Joshua Mudliar, and today I want to show you guys how to link up your email address with 10x funnels so that you can send your emails. Okay, so I'm super excited for this one. This is what we're going to be doing: is we're going to be linking up your email address with 10x funnels. Now, the first thing I'm going to figure out is whether or not you actually have an email address. So, if you don't have an email address for your company just yet, I'm going to show you how to create one, and I'm going to show you how to register a domain. Right? If you already have a domain and you already have an email address, you can obviously you can watch through this and you don't have to do it. But if you don't have an email address then or a domain, I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So we're going to go over to a new tab, and I'm going to just type in domains.co.za, and it's going to open up this little web page. Right, from this web page I can search domains and see what's available and so forth. So if you don't have a domain for your company, I suggest creating one right now. So my company example. Okay, and I'm gonna click search. Okay, and what's gonna do is it's when I search for it, it's gonna tell me whether or not that domain is available. Okay, so in this case, my company example is available, and you see it sells for $90. So $90, super cheap. It renews every year, but I buy a lot of domains for different funnels, for different sites, for different whatever, just to make it easier for my customers to click the link, to read the link, to it seems but more eligible, right? So I buy different domains for different funnels. Of course, you would probably buy one for your funnel in the coming weeks, but for now, all I'm interested in is getting the right email address for your company rather than the domain for your funnel, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're not really setting up the funnel domain. What we're looking for is getting your company's email address set up. Okay, so if you don't have one, so let's get the company email address set up first, and then in the next lesson we'll talk about getting a domain. Okay, so here if you don't have a company domain, just go and type in your company and check if it's available. If it is available and you see it's available, you see it's $90, you click to add to cart. Now you can check also if there's other ones available: .online, .com, .org. Of course, .com is a better one, but it's a bit more expensive. It's about $290 or something of sorts. So if you want to go for .com, you can go for that. .co.za is about 90 rand, and I think the other ones are like $30 and stuff. But preferably either .co.za or .com. Okay, once you got that, then I'm gonna click on add to cart. Okay, and it's going to take can give me this option of configure. I'm gonna click configure. It's gonna take you to this little page, and you'll see this my company example that is here. It's 1 year for $90. I'm just gonna go and click proceed to cart, and you can see it gives me a summary of what it is, and then I'm gonna click on checkout. Once I click on checkout, if I have an existing account, obviously I'll just log in here. As you can see, I'll just easily log in. But if I don't, which is most of you are going to have no account with domain, so you're going to go and create a new account, and you can just fill in your details here and stuff like that, and then click register, and then it'll proceed to the payment page, and you can make your payment for the domain, and then it'll be on into your account, and then you'll basically own that domain. From there, you can use that domain, which is your company domain, which is what we're trying to create here, to then create an email address from that domain. Okay, so that's how you register a domain. So whether you register domains for funnels or for your company, this is how easy it is for you to do it. Okay, now I'm gonna fast forward. I've already got an account, so I'm gonna log into my account, and I'm gonna show you guys how to actually, how to actually create an email address from that domain you just purchased. Okay, so now I'm actually on my account, and you can see that all information about your account will be here. And of course, we are going to go where it says manage domains. You'll be able to see all the domains that you purchase inside of these manage domains section, right? Of course, we'll later on explain how to use these domains, and how to actually connect it to your funnels and stuff like that later on, or connect it to a website and stuff like that if you want to do that as well. So we'll talk about that later on, but for now, we want to go and create your email account from the domain that you just created. So super easy, right? All I'm going to do is on the right side, I'm going to click on this little welcome Joshua here, welcome whatever your name is, and then I'm going to click back to site. Okay, so when I get back to site, it'll show me the website here again, and then I'm going to go where it says hosting. I'm going to click that, and I'm going to scroll down where it says email only hosting. Okay, from here, there's the different options. It says 10 emails, 20 emails, 50 emails, and all the different space and stuff like that, right? I'm going to click on the first one for 10 email accounts, and I'm going to click buy now for 45 Rand per month, right? So that's easy, right? It's $45 a month. You can get 10 email accounts for all your company, your employees and stuff like that. You can create accounts for them, okay? So use the domain already in my shopping cart. Well, in your case, it won't be in your shopping cart any longer. In fact, it's going to be inside of my domains. Okay, and so from here, you'll obviously select the domain you want to use, and then you click use. All right, so you're done, and then obviously you're going to proceed to cart, and uh, and then of course you're going to just I'm gonna just delete this. This was on my cart, which I was showing you as an example. Of course, this would have been bought by you, so it wouldn't be here. Okay, I'm gonna delete that domain register there. Okay, so Himal hosting, you see it's 45.59 rand here a month because it includes, I think, your pro rata, I guess, for this month, and then that's next month's fee. Okay, and then I'm gonna click checkout, and then of course I'm gonna follow through the same process here of making payment. You see now it looks a bit different from the payment page because your cards and stuff is already loaded. You say use existing card, and boom, that fast everything is purchased, and now you have an email account. Okay, isn't that super awesome? All right, so I'm not going to proceed further because I've already, like, gotten all these email addresses and stuff. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. Okay, so I'm going to click on welcome Joshua, and I'm going to click on my dashboard, and I'm going to see all of these things here again. Okay, and I know that my email address is here because I'll go to manage services, and I'll click on email only hosting, and you'll see that the email account that I'm using is going to show up, here, that I have an active email account. Pretty awesome. That's super that fast. Now you have 10 emails that you can create. You can create various different emails. In fact, it'll show you the different emails that you can create, like info at Expressive Arts College, your name at Expressive Arts College, for example, and then click on manage, right? And what will happen is it'll open up these things. Okay, and you can obviously go and create the email accounts. Okay, so you go here on the quick manage side, and you see this email account, and you click onto that. Okay, and it's going to give you all the various emails you can create. Then you click create email account. You put in the email address that you want. For example, let's just say I want test at expressiveartscollege.com. Okay, and then I can create a password for that, and then I can create well, this quota thing. I'm just gonna click unlimited here, and then I'm gonna click create email, and you'll see what'll happen is boom, the email is successfully created, and now if you scroll down, you see test expressive arts colleges here. Okay, that easy, right? The next question is how do I actually log in to these emails? Okay, so it's super easy. I'm gonna show you how to do that now. So all you have to do is you're gonna go back to email only hosting, right? You can click on that, and again your email address is gonna be here, and then I'm gonna click on manage again for the domain that we have there, or the email hosting that we have there, and then we're gonna come here, and then what we're gonna do is where it says control panel direct admin, you can click on login. Okay, that's going to open up another tab with your email accounts and email addresses and stuff like that. And so all I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to email accounts. Now you can play around with all these other things like forwarders and autoresponders and all these kind of things. You can play around with different extra features, like you can use different places to log in and stuff like that. But I'm not going to confuse you. I'm just going to go to where it says email manager. I'm going to click on email accounts, and you see that all my email addresses are here that I've created. And I'm just going to go to test, and I'm going to click on open that one, and you'll see what happens is it opened up my email. And now I can send, receive, communicate using this email address. That fast now, you literally have an email address that you can use. And you can create up to 10 email addresses with that service that you just purchased. Okay, with that being said, you have an email account and it's all done and created. So step one, if you don't have an email address, go ahead and get this done. Okay, all right, let's look at step number two. Now, step number two is pretty simple. Now we're going to go ahead and actually link up these domains. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard, right? With domains of CRZ. I'm going to go to domains, okay? And then I'm going to find the domain for the thing that I've created, right? The actual domain that I bought, okay? So in your case, it could be if you're using your existing email provider, your email provider, domain provider, you'll use their web address and stuff like that. But if you bought it through domains, and I'm going to show you how to do it here, it's pretty much the same thing throughout. You can always get help from them. So you're going to find the domain that you just created, and you're going to click on manage. Okay, when you click on manage, it's going to show you all the different things that are on this domain. You'll see the status, the renewal date, and all these kind of things. you're gonna go where it says DNS records, and you're gonna click Manage DNS. Okay, and it's going to open up these settings. Okay, so all you have to do is you're going to go now and you're going to put in the host and the value and stuff like it in here, right? Now, how do you get this information? So you go back to 10x funnels, right? It says verify, and you go to your email and automation, and you click right at the bottom, you click settings. Okay, when you click on settings, you see here there's add domain. So you're going to add your domain in there. So let's just say the domain is again you know let's just use testexample.com. Okay, so remember, you're not using your email address, you're just using the domain. So testexample.com is the domain. You click on submit. It's going to then uh, open up this test example thing here, right? And you'll see this says verify domain with these records, and then authenticate the emails with these records. So it says where it says verify domain, it says to verify your domain, add the following txt record to your domain DNS. So it says a name, it's either at or leave blank, right? And value, it's this information. So I'm gonna hit this button and copy it, and then I'm gonna go back to domains, and then where it said value, I'm gonna paste that in. Now it's also said txt record, so I'm gonna where it says type, I'm gonna go to txt and fill that in. Instead where the name is or the host, I can either put a hat or leave it blank. So when it gets, sometimes with domains it works when it's blank, but your domain provider might need the at symbol or whatever, so you can put that in there. So with domains or CZ, I don't usually put an at symbol, I leave it blank, and then all I do is I hit add. Okay, and then this record will get added in. Okay, I'm not going to do it now because I've obviously got other things linked to this. Then I'm going to go back to 10x funnels, right? And then I'm gonna look at the bottom one. It says authenticate. Then I'm gonna go where it says name. It says def dot underscore domain key here. I'm gonna copy that one, and then it says CNAME record, right? So I'm gonna go back here, and I'm gonna find a CNAME record, right? And I'm gonna put in that thing I just copied, where it says name. Yeah, it's host, but it's name. I'm gonna paste that in there. Then I'm gonna go back here. And where's this now? Okay, I'm gonna go back here, and where it says value, this little thing I made copy, and I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna paste. I'm gonna delete the old one. I'm gonna paste that in there, and then I'm gonna hit add, and then you'll see both these things get copied, will show up below here. Okay, and literally that fast. Now you'll see all these things added to the bottom. Okay. Oh, sometimes there's existing, like existing records. You can go ahead and delete all those records. So like click delete, just in case if they are like existing records down below here. But other than that, if you just put those two things in and then you come back to 10x funnels and then you click X, you'll see that it might still say pending, but you see over time this pending will become as verified and verified. Okay, so you want to watch that. It takes up to 24 hours, but it can be done much sooner. So if you want to refresh status, you can refresh to see if it's done. But if you want to revisit the thing, you just click on I there and you'll see whether or not you can revisit the details. Okay, but essentially this is going to become turned green and it's going to be verified. The moment it's verified, that's all the tech work required for you to connect those email address and 10x funnels. From now on, you can start sending emails, sending thousands of emails, hundreds of thousands of emails if you want to. It's really it can be done, and you don't have to be stressed about it getting delivered and stuff like that, and stuff like that. Okay, so with that being said, all I want you to do now this week is to verify your domain, which is this goal. Okay, verify this domain. And number two, if you already have a domain, if you don't have an email account, you can go and create the email account and plug it in here. If you do have an email account, then you can use the existing email account. Just follow the same steps of putting this into your domains and making sure this is verified. So your goal at the end of it all is to get a verified email address connected to 10x funnels. Okay, that's all the tech work. That's the most tech work you probably would be doing, is just connecting this thing. And once it's done, it's done. Okay, with any problems, you can always email us or chat about it at any of the groups and so forth. Take care, everybody, and I will see you then.